Hello, guys. This is Sapphire Alchemy with the American Horror Story, Coven, 8th episode of the 3rd season, titled The Sacred Taking. In this episode, Madison and Zoe find Queenie under an overpass torturing a man with her talent after he threatened her. Queenie tells them that she is now practicing voodoo, which kind of makes sense because technically she's like a human voodoo doll. After Maria Laveau convinces her that the witches are not true friends, Madison taunts her and Zoe tells her that the structure of the coven is changing. Madison taunts her by saying that I got my throat cut, but you don't see me bitching. You know how Madison is. And Zoe's like they need to, they need to pretty much stick together. And the coven is changing. Unfazed, Queenie uses a dagger and cuts off the man's still beating heart. The man is a pedophile, and Mary needs a dark heart to strengthen Queenie's powers with a spell. Queenie tells the witches that they are going to lose the coming war. It's about to go down. The Axeman asks Fiona to run away with him, but she doesn't want to be a burden to him. However, she wants to stay alive as long as possible, knowing her cancer is rapidly advancing from one of the girls obtaining her supreme powers. Fiona just needs to figure out which one it is. Luke's mother chastises him for visiting the girls at the academy, for they are using the devil's magic. She says that he's completely unclean and makes an enema and forces him to strip. She makes an enema with bleach. I'm like, okay, at some point in time, mama, you crazy. Like, this boy really needs to run away from home. At the academy, Nan hears her screams and wants to help him, but Cordelia wants her assistance in the plot against Fiona. Nan is trying to save her man, okay? She is trying to save her baby boo. She is trying to get her the man. But yeah, but if I was this boy, I would not be upset if he would have punched his mama in the face. I would not be upset. Like, mama, you is crazy. Don't you? I mean, I understand people have their religious beliefs. But to the point where you just said your child, but if you're one of those religious people who kind of overdo it, like in the movie Carrie, well, I'm gonna do a review on the remake, but like religious people, what makes it interesting is the fact that you have people who are religious, then you have the extremist religious people, and you have them in all cultures. Not all cultures, in all religion. Every religion has its extremists. You got some Christians, and you got your extremist Christians. You got your Muslims, then you got your extreme Muslims. I'm pretty sure there's probably some extreme Judaisms and some extreme atheists and Wiccans and Taoists and Buddhists too. But in the case of Christianity, it's like apparently everything is unclean. I'm like, oh my god. Everything is not the devil's magic. Everything is not evil and out to take your child's soul. Okay, calm the freak down. Forcing your child to get an animal. Are you freaking crazy? What is wrong with you? So, Zoe finds a freaked out Misty at the door. In a flashback to Misty's cabin, Myrtle, still covered in her healing mud, has awakened about a man outside. The man blasts a hole in Misty's door with a shotgun. At the academy, Cordelia confirms Misty is a fellow witch needing protection by taking her hand and seeing her burning at the stake. Misty asks if her friend can stay and takes them to see a revived, almost normal Myrtle in the greenhouse. Cordelia knows that the resurrection is the most difficult seventh wonder to accomplish and believes Misty is the next supreme. The Coven prepares for the sacred taking ritual by wearing red robes and black lace veils. Zoe and Madison debate who is the next supreme. Cordelia tells them being a supreme isn't a gift but a burden. Once Fiona dies, there will be a new supreme. Cordelia explains the sacred taking ritual is invoked to protect the Coven, in which a supreme takes her own life to ensure the safety of the Coven, hastening the next supreme. Madison doesn't think Fiona will kill herself. Cordelia says Fiona will need a push. Fiona's health continues to deteriorate. She violently vomits in the bathroom, then finds Madison dancing around her bed. Madison claims to be the next supreme by reviving herself, and Fiona's punishment will be burning at the stake. She convinces Fiona to avoid that fate and swallow a handful of pills given to her. Fiona starts packing immediately after Madison leaves, and then Myrtle appears, telling her that Madison resurrected her. Fiona tells her that she's not ready, that she's found a true love to take care of her, and this part you kind of feel like bad for, like, oh. Myrtle shows Fiona wasting away in a hospital bed with the X-Men complaining about the smells and of how long Fiona is taking to die. Out in the hallway, Madison and Zoe cannot give Nan a satisfactory reason why she cannot be the next Supreme. So she storms out and goes across the street to Luke's house. Waiting in his car outside is Hank, who sees her. She finds Luke inside, bound and gagged in the closet. See, Mama crazy. You need to leave, boy. You should have been ran away from home. Just run away and never return. In her room, Fiona prepares herself for death with Myrtle's help. She asks Myrtle to look after Cordelia and takes a handful of pills and lays down on the bed. She tells Myrtle to hang a portrait in the spot she chose in the foyer. Myrtle takes some of Fiona's jewelry, then walks out. Like, really? You wants to steal the broad jewelry? Really? 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 Fiona then wakes to a voice calling her. It's Spaulding, who tells her that he wants to give her something to purge the pills, explaining why he can now speak and that he was murdered. Because of the fact that he had his tongue put back in, not only could he speak in life, but he can speak in death. Oh, I swear, Zoe don't think things through. I swear this girl just don't think things through. She don't think things through. Ugh, she has so much to learn. She resists taking the impact, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's IPECAC. Believing she was doing the right thing for the Coven, he implies she has taken the coward's way out. He then tells her that she was duped by the others. Madison isn't dead, but isn't the next Supreme. Misty resurrected her. Fiona takes the impact, vomiting the pills, and vows that she will avenge both Spaulding's death and her own. And Maria Laveau's Queenie serves a caged Delphine LaLaurie some fast food. Delphine asks Queenie what she did to deserve her betrayal, begging Queenie for release. Really, bitch? You wonder what you did to deserve her betrayal? Are you kidding me? Have you not know? Don't you know your own history? Cause she's saying all this stuff, but we about to see in a few minutes how much her true colors will show. So she begs Queenie for release. Maria interrupts them and Queenie leaves. Delphine scoffs at Maria's taunts, pointing out that she cannot die and calls her a niggeress. But just a few minutes ago, you telling Queenie what you did for betrayal. If you go from that to switching right to calling somebody a niggeress, absolutely you cannot be trusted that much if that's your true colors is showing. You in the cage, and you just sitting there calling Maria Laveau a niggeress. What point is gonna take you from calling Queenie a niggeress and you complaining that a donkey is in the White House? So obviously you want the girl to be your friend, but you still got your you can't give your racist ideals. So yeah, I think you gonna be in this cage for a minute. I'm just saying. So another thing I don't understand what Delphine LaLaurie is doing. She's in a cage and taunting Maria Laveau, talking about you can't kill me and blah blah blah. I'm like, bitch, you was in a cage with the Queen of Voodoo. Are you stupid? Like, really? That's like being trapped by the CIA or FBI or the United States government in any way, form, or fashion. Talk about what y'all gonna do to me. You ain't nothing. You ain't shit. Like, really? I don't think that's a smart move. That's not a smart move. So Maria produces a large sword, mocking Delphine's lack of imagination. She hacks off Delphine's hand, warning her that she's just getting started. I'm like, see, all you had to do was shut up. You sitting there calling her niggeress and all these words. You stupid. You're in a cage. You can't do nothing. So Nan and Luke are prevented from leaving his house by his mother. She tells her that she cannot stop them. She threatens him while a rifle laser appears on her and she is shot twice. Luke is also hit protecting Nan from the gunfire. Oh, that's so sweet. At the academy, the witches wait for Fiona to die, but she comes down and enters the room asking about the swamp witch. Misty is across the street as paramedics are tending to Luke. Fiona joins her and compels an officer to tell her what happened. He tells them Luke is wounded and the mother is dead. Fiona then challenges Misty to bring Joanne Ramsey back. Why would you bring the crazy Christian woman back? Please, just let her stay dead. Please let her stay dead. Cordelia arrives and looks around the Ramsey house, finding a bullet. Her second sight shows its trajectory, and she knows it was meant for witches. Inside, Missy revives Joan Ramsey and collapses. It takes a lot. Meanwhile, Kyle has been secreted away in Zoe's room and she tells him they are under attack. She fears for his safety the most and he professes his love for her as Madison listens from the hallway. Oh, poor Madison. The next morning, Cordelia feels Fiona's wrath. Instead, Fiona admires the cover's resilience and believes that there is hope for its future. Fiona then sees the blessed silver bullet Cordelia found. A witch hunter is in New Orleans. Cordelia tells Fiona the Coven needs their supreme now more than ever. With no servants to be found, Fiona answers the front doorbell only to find a cardboard box on the porch. She scans it with magic, takes it aside, and opens it. Inside is Delphine LaLaurie's head staring back at her, whispering for help. So that was a very good episode. The next episode will be titled Head, and then we'll take a break of American Horror Story, and then we will finish it in January. So just comment, rate, subscribe, and tell me what you guys thought about The Sacred Taking. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.